So what you need to do is, yep, right on the gum line, nice and gentle. Apply a little bit of pressure and see how she in la la land. She's like, I'm gone, I'm asleep. But now she's still awake. But it feels amazing and it does want to, it has the effect of just putting you right to sleep. If you suffer from migraines, like deep headaches, like severe headaches, not just a regular headache that you get from your boss who's pissing you the fuck off, or your boyfriend who ain't, he pretty much a 1 minute man or whatever. You on red, you mad as shit. Like, what the hell? I ain't even get mine, but you got yours. Oh yeah, that type of headache, that's just a temporary headache. I'm talking about deep headaches to where it's like constantly throbbing, constantly problems. Then get a TMJ massage. I'm not saying it would permanently go away, but it will bring you a lot of relief. These are all cranial nerves. If you think about underneath the palate, underneath your upper mandible, yes, that is still your cranial area. The lower is your mandible. That can be detached, but your cranium, your head, everything else is attached. So I'm going to show you in a minute how to do the above the roof of your mouth massage. But yep, don't stay in places for more than two. Well, you can stay up to about 3 minutes in each mouth area, but don't do 5 minutes on the same area, because then you're playing around, sticking your fingers in and out for 5 minutes. Come on, we know where your mind is at. Keep it moving, okay? Don't be a creeper. Just keep it moving. Now, some things could happen out of this. Like, yeah, it feels so great. Some people are going to have a oral fixation. Some people are going to have some sort of relapse, or some people can throw up. Some people can. The gag reflex is a real thing. If you go too deep inside somebody's mouth, yeah, things can pop off. Be careful. People can sneeze too hard, and if they bite the shit out of your feet, I don't know if you ever had your fingers in somebody's mouth while they sneeze, and they could bite your hand off. So be careful. Go nice and slow. Circle. See, everything's gentle. Look at this. Move your chair, move into other positions. You do not have to stay stagnant or stationary or static. No, be dynamic. Move around. Get into different positions. See, look at that, all the way right above her zygomatic arch, because you can feel the bone. Like, wow, this is right underneath your eyelid, which is their zygomatic arch, where all your sinus problems, sinus buildup. When you get a common cold, you can't even blow your nose. Oh yeah, that's the problem, because it gets flooded. So yeah, we're releasing that masseter right there. Yep, that's that masseter. So that angry muscle, to where, let's say an alligator bites or clamps down on you. God forbid that ever happens, because it's over if that does. But that masseter muscle is what the alligator uses to bite down on you, and they don't let go. Like a pit bull, that masseter muscle locks, and their teeth or mandibles lock together as well. Masseter. So sometimes when some people's jaw is too tight, you need to use double pressure. Stand up, move to the side, ask them to open up, and then move your fingers inside the mouth, ask them to close back down. And then now you're holding their mouth and you're just pulling to the side. Because again, some people's mouths, like mine, is rough to work with. So see, hers is like a yoga class. Like hers moves. It's bendable, flexible. Yeah, mine not so much, but it does feel good though. I like it. And it's a different type of sensation. It's like, wow, both of these fingers, one finger is strong, but two, or you could put 2 fingers on each side of the hand, so that'd be 4 fingers, or you can use your all 5 if somebody has a big mouth. I've had 4 of my fingers from each hand, so that's 8 fingers inside one person's mouth before, because she had a huge mouth. I'm like, good grief. It's like a python. I'm like, wow, what can we do about this later on? But it was amazing. All right, so now we're moving on to a different view, or not a different view, but a different, I guess, I don't want to say treatment, because it's the same treatment, but we're going to go into a different, like, tongue massage type of movement. in just a moment. We're just getting prepared and set up. So this tongue procedure is basically, you can do it two ways. You can use a towel or you can use your fingers. So to see what we're laughing about, hey, you can look at the other video. It has the full us laughing and talking, so you don't hear me narrating. So you can really hear what we're, talking about somebody in a good way. So use your towel, place it over the client's face and neck. Ask her to stick out her tongue or his tongue or whoever, them, they, it. Grab the tongue. And I do mean grab. Don't be gentle because it feels good. It does not hurt. And yep, you are moving from side to side, doing circles, whatever you got to do. So the towel provides grip. So you can now grip the person's tongue, because there's some people's tongues that are super slimy. Now, I got nothing, no problems against a slimy tongue. I mean, shoot, you know where my mind is. But in a healthcare practitioner setting, like, yeah, I can't really grip the tongue if your tongue, but that's actually a really good thing that they have that type of saliva gland, because now, they don't have a dry mouth or cotton mouth. Their saliva glands are perfect. Like hers, her mouth stays nice and moist. Mine definitely does. Some people do not. And so you might not need a towel. So if you don't need a towel, and I'm going to show you a second method, if the person's mouth is dry, then you won't need this technique. But again, if it's super slippery, oh yeah, you're going to need the towel, because there's no way you can hold on to a person's tongue, even with gloves. It's going to slip out of your hands. It just is. All right. So we're done with the towel. So now we're going to use our fingers. We're just going to ask them to stick out their tongue. And then we're going to use our gloves. And you're going to see why it's a little bit different. Now, see, we're both talking about both of our tongues aren't long, but we get our jobs done. Don't get me wrong. When we down there, oh yeah, it's go time, right? And I'm great at what I do. But there are some exceptional people out here in this world who have very long tongues. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. So if they do, and they don't have the little flangrum or whatever that's called, that little ligament that holds our tongue down to our bottom jaw area. Some people don't have the pharyngeum or whatever it's called, and they can stick their tongue way out and lick their tongue underneath their chin. They can pick their nose with their tongue. Neither one of us have that, and we're talking about that right now. But if they do, and they stick out the tongue, then it's super easy. It's like, oh my God, I can literally give a tongue massage. It's amazing. And you can use different tools. You can use the jade stone to cool their tongue down. It's amazing. We'll do that in another video. But neither one of us had that long tongue. But we're just talking about how great we are in other things, so it don't really fucking matter. But anyways, we're laughing about that right now. So in the other video, you'll hear what we're talking about. It's not nasty. It's just, hey, we're adults. We have a healthy sexual appetite. And there's nothing wrong with that. Not in my book. Because you know damn well most of y'all having some marital problems and people ain't doing nothing. Yep, you got your own fucking problems. Just saying, we don't have that. So now that she sticks out her tongue, we can now do the tongue massage without the towel. Now, see how hard it, right? We have to almost like when that doctor says, hey, open wide, stick out your tongue. And sometimes they say longer, or can you hold it? Yeah, it's hard to stick out your tongue for long periods of time. And all we're doing is laughing about, you know what we're laughing about. And so, yeah, you're just gripping from side to side. You ask her to relax, or him to relax. There you go. Yep. But it feels amazing. I don't want to get too sexual with certain comments because, yeah, some people have kids watching this stuff. But we all know how we all tongue kiss, French kiss, all that good stuff. It's very nice when somebody sucks on your tongue and all that good stuff. It's fucking amazing. And if you don't know what that feels like, I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. I don't know where you've been living, what you've been doing. But damn, maybe you should try it. I mean, maybe. It's relaxing, for real, for real. So that's why we're doing this, is to relax that tongue. So this time we're going to ask open wide, and we're going to pinch from the side, our side muscle tongues. I don't know if you've ever gotten a tongue cramp. I have. Now, either you laugh too hard Or for me, it's like something sour, like a lemon head. That's a ghetto candy. You know, if you don't know what a lemon head is, something wrong with you. But you know, a lemon head or some sort of now and later. Yeah, and it gets too juicy down there sometimes, or like anything acidic. Yeah, my tongue sometimes gets into that little cramp mode. Like, oh crap! But it only happens once in a blue moon. But some people get cramps in their mouth, their tongue, and all you're doing is pinching on the side, and you release those muscles, and it feels amazing. So from here, so we had to take a break, as you can see, because yes, it is almost like a gag reflex. So be careful. Go to the side. You're gonna pinch, and their tongue falls back into their mouth naturally. You just ask them to relax, and the tongue. See how the tongue retracted? I didn't put her tongue in her mouth. Her tongue rolls back into her mouth. All you're doing is pinching, and it goes in nice and easy. It's like whew, nice and smooth. But yes, that gag reflex, she had to wipe her eye. It's a real thing. Be careful.